Audio check 1, 2, 3. One tap, two tap, too many. Well, folks, if you're just joining us, we're just here for practice session right now, just getting everything tested out and checked out. But the drivers are here at Homestead, Miami. We got a total field right now of only 16 drivers, so hopefully if you're watching this, you can jump on here and make this field a little bit bigger. We're hoping to get over 20 tonight for tonight's race, but we'll be joining here, watching some qualifying, just letting it simmer on down here as we get ready for racing. You are joined here tonight with me, one and only Kevin Kyle. Jared's running a little late now this week, which is not a problem. He will be joining us hopefully a little bit later. So just sit back, relax, take in the sights and sounds here at Homestead, Miami, and we'll get green flag racing here in about 15 minutes or so. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the other side. Down in the lower corner of your box, you'll see some lap times. Those are the fastest laps ran in practice right now. So it looks like David Medina Sr. has the fastest lap time at a 32.333. Kyle Knott's going to come in at P2 in practice. Ansman's going to be third. Joseph Volpus running a P4 time right now. Lampere, P5. And Ryan got Mr. Anderson, Mr. Hissong, David Owens, Kevin Bullock, Oppelner, all vying to get faster out on the track. Looks like Peter Baugh might be a little bit slower, needs to find some more time, a little more pace in that car as they get ready, as practice starts winding down. So don't sleep on David Owens, though. He has been getting a lot of poles lately. Not only sitting on poles, but also getting poles, if you know what I mean. So keep an eye on David Owens here as qualifying is going to get underway here in a few minutes. And also got to keep an eye on that number 9 car, David Medina, and Kyle Knott is also a winner. Kyle's had one win. Let's see where he got that win at. Old Kyle Knott at 98 while the camera's on him. Okay, looks like he got that win at Dover. Yes, Dover. He had a win last week at Dover. That was January 12th. And then he also had a win on January 5th at the Texas Oval. Not a win, but he finished second. So Kyle Knott right now doing a great job in the series. He's leading the overall standings right now in the Friday Night Beer League. Pulling up behind Kyle Knott's going to be the number 11 of David Owens. David Owens is sitting in pit right now, but he has 2 starts, 1 win. His wins, let's see his last 2 races for season 3 here. Texas Oval, he finished first. That's where he got his win. And then at Dover, he finished 14th. He started 14th and finished 14th. And then at Texas, he started on pole and also won from the pole. So keep an eye on him. He's hoping for a great qualifying. Seems like wherever he qualifies is where he ends up. Let's go back to the stats, see who's behind David Owens. Okay, Joseph Volpus, after last week, is up 3 spots. Is tied for second with David Owens. Let's go to the 11. The number 12 here. Oh, the camera is stuck on. There's a picture of Joseph's car. There's Joseph Volpus's car. I need to work on some of my cameras a little more, but it will do. Let's see, he had a finish at Dover he got a top 5, finishing in 5th place, and then at the Texas Oval, he finished in 9th place. Matt Oppinger is going to be running now. He's going to be in 4th place as the beginning of this race. Oppinger is going to be running that number 82 paint job of the Yuling Brewery. I believe that's the East Coast, one of the first American breweries, if I do believe so myself. And Matt also has 2 top 10 finishes right now, putting him in 4th place. He's tied with Brandon Parker, and Brandon Parker's going to be running. So where Brandon is. Oh, and I think that's going to be the beginning of qualifying. So let's see if we can find someone out on the track. Let's see how many laps we have today. All right, here at Old Homestead, it's going to be 120 laps. Keep that in mind. So we got 120 laps here as we get ready for qualifying. Going to have a 10-minute qualifying session, 2-lap max. As we go on track right now with the number 50 of Lane. On board with the 50 of Steve Lane. Going to see his first lap here. This is his first green lap. Getting those tires warmed up. Can't be on board right now with him. Take a look at see how he does here. All right, with that run, it looks like it's going to put Mitch Diamond right now sitting at P2. Oh, the 20 of Purebrock gets loose, hits the outside wall. He's going to have to regroup. Hopefully that wasn't his second last lap. Hopefully he can shut it down and get another try, or that's going to be it for him. He's going to have a respectable 33-second .6 as he brings that Toyota Camaro right in the pit lane there without any more damage. All right, on board here with Kyle Lynott, the 988. The leader of the series right now after 2 weeks of racing. Let's take a look at his lap time, see what he can do out here. Right now, Anderson in at number 83 is going to be your pole sitter right now as of now. Kyle lost the ass in there coming out of turn 2. Definitely going to hurt that time. All right, but Lynott still with an impressive time so far. He's going to be put up in the P2 right now. Oh, that looks like into qualifying there as it gets a little bit darker and the lights come out. We'll join in and listen to all right. Drivers are girding up, boys and girls. We got 120 laps here. We'll change that fastest laps down there in the bottom right. We're going to go ahead and switch that over to, I want to see the last 10 laps and see some comers and goers here. Keep an eye on who is saving those tires, who's being a little more aggressive. So we'll go ahead and change that. So we'll do the last five laps average. Sounds good. All right, very good. All right. And the wise words as they get this pace cars are starting left to have. All right, looks like Jackson Anderson there is going to be leading them there to the green flag. Pace truck lights are off because we get ready to go green flag racing here at Miami Homestead. 120 laps here at a driver's track. We'll see what they got in store for us tonight. All right, green flag waves and away he goes as they're head down into turn one for the first time tonight here. Joseph Volpes is going to be starting in the very back. Multiple cars wide all throughout the field right now as they try to get this thing straightened out. The 83 of Anderson doing a great job. Looks like Kyle Knott already trying to get in that high line, but gets too close to the outside wall as he's already scraping that wall. Looks like the 9 and the 988 of Medina and Kyle Knott here are going to be stuck side by side. They are definitely running two different style lines. You can just kind of see how each line is going to work out. You need to be careful running that high line as you can heat up that right front tire. Cause yourself more issues, but come in nice and controlled. Get a little more momentum, coming down the backstretch, get a great run on some of these cars, but Kyle hasn't seemed to get it locked in yet. As he dives in front of the four. Now the four looking underneath the 988, trying to find a way through. Take a look at that number 8 of Robert Hissong. He looks like he's looking for a way around the 16 right now. That 16's got a pretty badass paint job, if I don't say myself. Nice looking car there of the Ansman. Now the 8 and the 16 battling it side by side, door to door for the next couple corners here, trying to find a way around each other. 8's going to use that real low line, has a little less banking than the top line. But now the 16's going to have a little bit of a run coming off that turn as he's going to get back out in front of the 8. Up here between Mitch Diamond now and Kyle Lanaz. Kyle seems to be losing a couple more spots as now he's battling it out with the 65 of Mitch Diamond. We'll see if the strategy pays off. Maybe Kyle's able to save a little more tire up there on the top line. We'll have to keep an eye on his times and see if he's able to bounce back. As now it looks like Medina's trying to make a move of the number 13 Lampier as he closed the distance on him also. Take a look at the 51 of Ryan, Ed Ryan. Looks like Ed's making a little bit of ground here on Brandon Shelton in that number 2 Chevy Camaro. Now Mitch Diamond's got his eyes set on the Kyle Lynott in that 988 as he looks down underneath Kyle. Mitch Diamond gets to get a little bit close, but I don't think too bad as he tries a side draft off of Kyle. Looks like Bolander starting to close the distance now on the 88. And now Lampier's made some distance away from Senior as he gave himself more room. Take a look at Matthew up there using that real high line. Another one using that high line. Laps into this race so far. Great clean racing from everybody. We are still under green flag conditions. You see back in the background, Kyle still losing some spots here. Oh, as we have a car up in the outer safer barrier wall. That was Fleming. He's really using up all that track, getting a huge run off down the backstretch. Oh, 8 gets a little loose. He's able to hang on to it. He does a great job hanging on to that car. Getting a little too much off of exit. He needs to work on that. Because now he's still under duress now. As the number 2 of Shelton and Kyle are going to try to make the pass by the 8. Sure what happened to David Owens. Looks like he did 10 laps, or he's 11 laps down. Not sure what happened to him. Maybe we can get a progress report on David Owens. But David Owens, I'm showing him 11 laps down. On board with the number 9, David Medina Sr. See what he sees out his front view window here on top of the onboard camera as he comes down the French stretch here in Miami. He's trying to chase down Lanphier in the number 13 and Anderson in that number 83 car. Take a look here at the different lines here as they come down the backstretch. Starting to seem like everyone's getting in line here. Just going to be counting these laps down, trying to find some closer battles or some things happening right now. But this looks like the closest one now is David Medina Sr. is closing in now on 0.2 of a second. See a little bit of a wiggle there from Lanphier. Go on board there with Fleming. I want to take a shot at this. He's running this outside line. See how closely he uses this wall. And listen to the motor here. Oh, he changes up his line now. It's going to bring it down. Looks like Kyle's starting to grab some more, starting to get going in the right direction now as he's in 9th place at the moment, trying to chase down Robert Hassan. Take a look at the number 16. Dennis is trying to chase down Mitch Diamond right now. A little bit of wiggle there from the 16 as he's on exit. David now is going to take over the second position from Lanphier in the number 13. At least he's going to try. He's going to change up his lines and use the outside line now. And don't look too far behind him as he's bringing up the group of Matthew Fleming in that 88 and also Bolander in the 4. And there's your position change for P2 at the moment. Take a look at Matthew Fleming here in the 88. Back now using a high outside line.
Yeah, these drivers being able to use this high banking to get a momentum off the corner. Get huge runs down these straightaways.
Oh, a little bit of dust just blew off into my headset there, Jared, when you spoke up. Glad to have you on board, buddy.
Great to be here. I was watching it on my way home in the car, so we're here. I didn't miss a thing. I know what everybody's doing somewhat.
Very nice, very nice. I need to turn down, I think, the driver audio. They're a little loud.
One of these days, Kevin, we'll understand what getting here on time means, but in the meantime, we got a race to call.
That's right, Jared. We will figure it out one day. I'm just going to turn down those drivers a little bit.
Looks like there's a battle between Mitch Diamond and I believe that's Dennis Ansman. I'm going to butcher that last name, but in the 16 car, those guys racing side by side, the 16 and try to use that top lane to complete the pass.
Yeah, Jared, do you want to use that outside lane sparingly in these cars, or is it something that's a viable line?
It's a viable line, but you gotta know its limits. You can definitely hop up way too high, enter the corner a little bit too fast, and get up into the fence, and all that momentum that you've been gaining off that corner is all of a sudden gone.
Well, Jared, that is a great point. Thank you. I was just checking our audio levels there, just making sure iRacing wasn't overpowering us, but it sounds like we got it all straightened out here. So yeah, we're 25 laps down, Jared. No cautions yet. I'm surprised one didn't come out when you jumped in the booth. But they are doing great. I know David Medina Sr. just made that pass on Lamphere in the 13 for P2. That's been our most biggest shakeup up there in the front right now. And then taking a look at Kyle and not maybe being chasing down that 8. Him and the 8 have been together most of the race. So we'll see if anything else happens from that one. And then I was telling the viewers earlier, I'm not sure what happened to David Owens. No, had a computer program or an emergency, but I hate to see him get disconnected, or not sure exactly what happened. We'll have to go back and take a look at that later.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in the Discord or anything like that, so I guess it'll remain a mystery for us.
Well, David Owens, if you're listening out there, let us know what happened to you, poor buddy. Hope everything's okay. Okay, let's take a look at the 88. I think that looks like maybe a battle starting to heat up between him for P3 for that podium position, as Matthew seems to really like that outside line, as he touches it just a little bit, but nothing to be too concerned about. But looks like Lamphere is going to be under duress now from the 88 here quite shortly.
Yeah, kind of diamonding the corner and letting the car slide up the racetrack just a little bit, and then kind of running down the hill there on the top lane just to gain a little bit more momentum. But turns 3 and 4 is a completely different animal from 1 and 2. You got to drive the car differently. Car wants to tighten up through 3 and 4, so got to keep that in mind. This is a tough racetrack where the corners may look symmetrical, but they're different in character.
Yeah, Jared, well said. I know we just, there was an Xfinity race there for some of these guys on Wednesday night, and I raced there at least. I knew how it felt. I was having a decent race, but yeah, man, jumping in different leagues and racing with different guys, you can really learn a lot, and it's humbling at the same time. It might knock you down a peg or two, but all we can do is get better. What number was that there?
Looks like the leader, the 83 of Jackson Anderson, coming down pit road. We are going to get into some green flag pit stops, and we're starting to see the leaders. Mitch Diamond was the first one to go down pit road. He's going to try and undercut these guys and try and get the stage win, which I will believe will be on lap 60. So about halfway, these guys are coming down pit road.
Yeah, you got Anderson coming in, Matthew Fleming. Looks like you got the old Herderbaugh coming in, that Toyota Camry, and then the number 8 of Robert Hissong. So this is going to be a little bit of a group of 5 cars coming in and out.
Yeah, we gotta watch this pit road entry. A lot of these guys could have issues with the brake bites being set more in the rear. We've seen it all the time. Bonfire's the 51, got a little loose there. He locks it down, but he's able to save it.
Woo!
Joe Volpes almost pulling a Larson there, going into the sand barriers.
That's right, Jared. And then we just got the tail end of that. All right, looks like Michael, that 13 is going to try to bring it on down this time also. In the 4. Oh, the Toyota. Pewter Boss bringing it back down. He must have forgot something.
Or maybe he got a little too much.
Oh, Jared, you might be right. I did see him come in hot that last round. He might have got a penalty here. He might be serving, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Who'd you say that was coming back down? Puterberg?
Yeah, Puterberg.
Puterberg. Like I said, I'm gonna butcher most of these last names.
Nah, hey, no one else knows any different. We can call him whatever we want, Jared. You just gotta say it with confidence.
Well, don't look now that U.S. Air Force is, and that piggy on the rear end's gonna come down pit road. He's gonna bring the bacon home down to his guys. He's trying to lose it.
Good thing. Oh, Jared, they might have to put out the cable tow straps like they have on aircraft carriers for this number 2 to get him slowed down in time to hit the brakes to get him down pit road. As like you said, Jared, he almost lost it there.
Well, that's almost like when you're cooking bacon and the grease splashes up and you think it's gonna hit you in the face and give you 4-degree burns.
There's nothing like cooking bacon and then that little droplet of hot grease gets right in your eyeball, and you think for a second, is this it? Is this the day I go blind? And then you're actually okay. But
well, luckily I have my own riot shield that I use to cook with my bacon.
Nice.
So
you're fully protected.
Oh, that's tight.
What
Peter
number,
Bond,
Jared?
the 20 and the 2 real close there on pit exit. Puterberg had to go onto the grass to avoid Brandon Shelton.
Yeah, Pewter Boss got to get it under control, Jared. He seems I'm sure he's getting a little excited, a little distressed. He needs to settle down. His race is still not over. I know he's only 2 laps back, but looks like he's the only car 2 laps down right now, so he has every chance to get those laps back as he's all out of sorts there, Jared. He got down a little too low on the apron there. We'll have to
Brandon up in the fence. I'm still watching that too. He got up into the fence.
Okay. And then, Jared, you see something, Jared,
now.
you yell out car numbers for me, because that's the easiest way for me to find them.
Well, I see palm trees on the back straightaway. Oh, wait, I was supposed to be looking at the cars.
It is a beautiful track here.
Wow, Brandon's really up on the wall. I'm still looking at I need to find somebody more up front.
This is a good race as he's all over, though, too. Going to help him give him a push.
Oh, don't wreck him, Brandon. The 2s are going at it.
Yeah, whoever finishes in front of the other tonight loses the 2, and gives up that number 2. So that's the battle between Babcock and Shelton right now.
Yeah, the battle of the bowel movements.
There you go. That's the battle of the 2s. Very well said, Jared.
Here comes the 1. He wants that top spot of bathroom break. I gotta stop. They were making it too easy. Oh, and the 2's up in the fence. He's doing a little bit of a rim ride.
Yeah, you don't want to be rim riding when you're watching the number 2 there, Jared. So you gotta be careful.
Yeah. Oh man. Then the 2's catching the 82, and then the 12. How many 2's are in here? I'm looking at it now. There's the 82, the 2, the 12, the 52. How many 2's can one league have?
Technically, quite a few.
Quite a few, that's right. A couple, they would say.
All right, looks like Brandon's chasing down. What's this? The number, who's Brandon
82.
chasing down? 82. Okay.
Yeah. Make our job easy. We'll just say a 2 and it'll be somebody on track. Maybe that's what they need. I think everybody just needs to put a 2 in their number. So we'll have the 83-2.
There you go.
The 88-2. Yep. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Then somebody can be creative, have like the 4 divided by 2. So then they're 2.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Obinger gets a little loose there, a little had to bring it off that wall. Almost gets into Shelton there a little bit. But they're door to door right now. Lap 39 down in the books. As these two battle for position, Brandon's going to try to slide it up there in front of Oppinger, and he does.
Lucky Oppinger didn't have a run down the front straightaway and hit him in the rear end.
Yeah, yep, that's my motto, Jared. If I have a run and you bring it up in front of me, you better hold on tight, because
I'll remember that.
Yeah, I ain't lifting.
I'm kind of the same way, Kev. I'm kind of with you on that.
All right, David Medina is now catching back up to Lamphere here. Going to make the move underneath him. Also might be getting up to Matthew Fleming now, as he's got a great run coming down the backstretch here. As now he has Lamphere in his sights.
Yeah, Medina is on a 1 lap fresher tires than the 88 and the 83. Lamphere behind him's on a set newer than David Medina's, but just can't handle that raw pace coming out of cold, funky Medina. But Medina running that bottom lane, he's tempted with the top side just a little bit, but he's kind of staying close to the bottom where there's less risk.
I think he uses the top when he needs it, when he needs to get a run or something going on. But I'm going to take a look back here at the battle between the 4 and the 16, Jared. That looks like that's Bolander and Ansman. As those two are side to side, but it looks like Bolander's going to get the best of that battle and make the easy pass by the 16.
Yeah, a little tribute to Kevin Harvick there when running his championship paint scheme that he had here in 2014.
Now the 16. Is that a lap card down?
Yeah, that's the 50 of Steve Lane. It's 1 lap down. Steve Lane's pitted on lap 30. So they're on the same tires, but he's just going to let the field by. But Kyle Lynott coming battling back through. Saw him having issues there at the start of the race, just kind of managing his tires, trying to learn the racetrack.
I think that's
see what he can get away with.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think he might have pushed that top line a little too hard. Might have got that tire a little too hot and just didn't have the pace. But I think if anyone's going to figure anything out, Kyle's the one to do it. He's definitely been hot these last 2 races in the league.
Well, we haven't had a cup race at Homestead since the new asphalt oval rework with the way the track heats up and rubber builds up. So it'll be interesting to see how much more character this racetrack get. Yeah,
Jared, and something that you did when the updates came up, you took a before and after picture, and you could really see, especially on the concrete track, you could really see the darkening of the track. So it's hard to see it while it's happening, while you're racing. I think it's something that gradually happens, maybe a little harder to see, but definitely a before and after pic works out pretty well.
Well, I think we should go out front. Dave Medina is caught up to the rear bumper of 83 of Jackson Anderson. Oh, come on, Jackson, race him for it. Pretend this is the last lap. Don't just give it away. He wins too many races anyways.
Yeah, Jared, these guys need to drink a few more beers before they come out here. I asked David how many he pounds, and he says none. He says it's the Friday not beer league to him.
Yeah, well, obviously that's like having too big of that's like having no spoiler at a super speedway.
All right, Lamphere. I think Lamphere might be under duress again.
I think Lamphere's actually battling back against the 88.
That's right. Yep.
But it's really hard. I can only see the nose of that car. It's really hard to see the rest of it. It's like it's blending into the racetrack.
Yeah, it's camouflage or something.
It's like the track's on fire or something.
He gets a little loose there, Jared, coming out of that turn. We got a little bit of a cluster in the back, further down the back of the track here. I'm going to try to take a look. Oh, that's Joseph Lopez and company with Andrew Bolander. But Volpa's doing a great job. He was a little bit there in back of the pack at the beginning of the race, and he finds himself right now racing in P9 ahead of this little cluster as he's trying to chase down Bolander, which is a little bit over a second and a half in front of him.
Yeah, Joe getting into his groove, getting into that rhythm. Definitely a driver. The more time he has on the racetrack, the better he gets. So he can develop some speed near the end of the races. We've seen him win races in other series. Maybe we can see some of those wins transfer over here to Friday night.
Now, I'm taking a look here at Mitch Diamond. Mitch Diamond now finds himself between Matthew Fleming and Lamphere. Can't remember if Diamond had made the move on Lamphere.
Yeah, he did. So, but I'm following Mitch Diamond. He's sitting right behind that 88. He needs to try and get that nose into some cleaner or some fresher air. Last thing he wants to do is to be involved in that dirty air and have the nose take off on him, as he's going to try and pull a little bit of a slide job here. He clears him by a long shot. And we're about 9 laps away from the stage.
Oh, Jared, thank you for reminding us on that stage break.
Mitch Diamond pitted there on lap 28, so he's got some of the oldest tires here with the guys he's racing with, but that was more of a strategy call to try and get him up front, kind of move him more up towards the front of the field.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, Jared, on those older tires. Great job managing them. And if he can just hang on for another 8 laps, I mean, what a move that's going to be for him to cash in on some of these stage points.
I believe he's slowly catching up to Anderson up in second. I don't think it'll be enough to catch up to Dave Medina, but he might get close to Jackson Anderson. Seven to go.
Yeah, Jackson is losing time here. We look on our head-to-head chart here. Mitch didn't have a great sector 1 there, but yeah, Jackson just ran a 33.64 and compared to Mitch's 33.2. So that was a 0.4 of a second difference there. That Mitch is gaining on Jackson. Let's take a look at the 83. See how he's doing. He's not looking too hot, as he's lost a lot of pace.
Well, he's going back down to the bottom of the racetrack. He doesn't like the handling of that race car, probably getting a little too tight on him as he's getting a little loose there.
Big wiggle out of Jackson.
That's going to allow a lot of momentum to come with that number 65 car.
Yeah, Mitch is also having some trouble, though. He ran, yeah, he's going to... Yeah, Mitch is now gaining back. I think he had a little bit of lap traffic. Mitch had that last lap, so it might have slowed him down a little bit, but he is now coming. But on our 5-lap average, Jared, if you take a look, Jackson compared to Diamond and David Sr., you can just see the pace falling off like a brick.
Some fun back there, further back in the pack between Brandon Shelton in 11th and Kevin Bullock in 12th. Some old buddies reconnecting there.
Yeah, Jared, that 80, talking about Jackson, though, another big wiggle out of him as he's having all types of issues right now.
Yeah, you can just see he tries to get that car to the bottom of the racetrack, but it just wants to slide up on him. He's got to get way out of the gas. As this track starts to heat up and the grooves start heating up, that's going to just have less grip in those tires. So I think those tires are hot and they're not wanting to stick like they want to. As the 65 got up into the fence, they're pushing hard, but it won't matter. There's a bobble. There's a battle right here.
Yeah, Mitch got through there, hits the wall a little bit. We were on board there with Mitch for that pass, but you can see the 83 all out of sorts as The 83 loses that spot to Diamond, and now is in jeopardy of losing another spot to Kyle Lynott.
Well, and I think there was another person in the wall. Somebody pit there. Matt Opplinger. He was missing the front end of his car running that Wayland Touring modified there.
Oh, poor Matt. Yep, you're right, Jared. Matt's running that new style. Oh, that left front looks very damaged too, Jared. If you take a look at that, it is not connected to the car at all. That is going to be a big blow there to Opplinger's run. As Matt was running, it was tied for 4th place in the series after 2 weeks.
We got one more to go here in the stage. Dave Medina running up front. And I believe top 5 get stage points. If I'm wrong, Kevin, please correct me.
I think it was 7. We do need to double check that. We are not
Top
used to the stage break thing. We will get it figured out.
So I believe it between Matthew Fleming and Michael Lamp here. But I don't think that'll be enough as they're going through 3 and 4 right now. The yellow is out now. Oh, we knew Jackson. We knew. We could tell. We threw the yellow just so that you could get tires. We just couldn't handle you. We can't watch you struggle, man. It hurts us too much.
It might be a ploy of Jackson to get some sponsorship views because we sure oh my gosh, Jared. I almost was gonna say she sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, just stick with carving wood, bud.
Okay.
Last thing we need to see is you on a beach. I've seen your Instagram, and I do not want to see you at a beach.
Oh, yeah. I give a whole new meaning to the word farmer tan.
Or beached.
All right. So, Jared, that's going to bring out the stage break. These guys are going to get a chance to come down pit lane, get some service done. We all know Jackson's definitely going to be taking some tires, but I'm going to go ahead and put this thing on on the blimp view. We'll take a wide angle shot. I'll just put on David Medina as the leader. I'm going to go get a drink here, Jared, and be right back as we take a quick intermission, and we'll be back with y'all when I get back. All right, looks like those lights are off on that Silverado 4-door pickup truck. All right, so it looks like David Medina is going to lead them back out in the lead position. Jackson Anderson is going to pick up a spot. He's going to be back in P2, it looks like.
Yeah, Mitch Diamond, I think, had a longer pit stop than he would have liked to. Fell back to that 7th spot. But I heard over the radio people talking about Matthew Fleming's pit crew and what they're feeding them.
What kind of stop did Fleming had?
Well, I'm looking at the time, and it looks like it was a 14.8. So, but the fastest I've seen right now is Kyle Lynott with a 14.5. But overall, Matthew Fleming did have the fastest time throughout the whole pit lane with 44 seconds and 6/10.
All right.
But we're not racing on pit road. We're racing on the full course here at Homestead, Miami, and the pace car truck lights out are somebody wreck. Nathan Cantrell, I think, wrecked through that whole ordeal.
They're delaying it, Jared. Sounds like they're delaying it.
Ruh-roh. I'm gonna look at this. I can kind of agree with that one. It did look like his wheel. Well, he probably pulled his wheel off. Not speaking from experience or anything, but
yeah, Cantrell should just bit down on that son of a bitch and turn the damn steering with his teeth.
And you're a changed man from when I last left you, Kev. You're a whole new broadcaster.
Whole new broadcaster.
You know, I'm looking through this field, and I could see a couple of drivers that aren't going to get some good night's sleep this weekend. Some of these guys running in the 24 hours of Daytona with Mitch and JD. JD, who's not here right now, but also, I believe, somebody of the name of Robert Hissong running in the 24, and Michael Lampier. Not to mention Brandon Shelton, respectively, for Bonfire Team A, the best team.
All right,
but
Jared,
I think we are going to go racing.
Yeah, David Medina's going to bring him down, and away they go.
Matthew Fleming's going to give a little bump to the 83 there. Had a little bit of a brain fart. But Dave Medina a little bit slow there through 1 and 2.
Oh, we got one hitting. 25.
Oh, they're still hitting.
25 is not coming up on my radar, though. What number is that?
52.
Cantrell.
But we stay green. Like Robert Hissong and Joe Volpis running pretty close together. Joe ran that top lane, and I think he just got past Robert Hissong. A little bit of smack talk there down the back straightaway. Mitch Diamonds gets a little bit out of whack there, able to keep going, not cause any issues.
Yeah, Ryan's all over the back bumper of that 65, though. Mitch's a little bit of bobble there, that 50. 51, I have a chance here to clear. And Mitch fights back on the outside. It's going to stick right next to him on his doorpost. Going to make him work for it.
It's the way to get it done. Make them work for it. Race hard. Run down on their door if you have to. I would. And I can't say that's how you win races.
Yeah, you can see Ryan getting a little bit tight there, almost hitting that outside wall. Had to get out of the throttle there. I got some dirty air there from Mitch Diamond as he got tight, moved up into that dirty air, got even tighter. So, oh, he's into the wall now. Ryan hit the wall there not too hard, but definitely need to get that car dialed in now. As the 4 Bolanders battling it out with the aid of Robert as they try to track down Joseph Vulpes in the 1-2.
Yeah, Joseph's got to let him fight it out. Andrew Bolander definitely trying to use some of his tires here early. I would have slid right up behind Joe right there. Get a good entry going into 1. Dave Medina kind of falling down the order here. He's being freight trained from the outside by, I believe it's Flagship Motorsports.
That's no problem for David. He sees them coming. He's going to let them come on by and just keep racing his race. See if he can come back. Maybe he's managing his tires a little bit better than them. I know he's one of the most consistent drivers we have out here. So we'll keep an eye on David and see if he can eat back into that lead.
Oh, someone further back's getting all out of whack. I think it's Kevin Bullock in the 01. Way off pace. I think he got loose there coming out of turn 2. But Joe Volpe is blinking. They just caught it up. Sparks flying from him blinking there.
Yeah, I was having a hard time tracking him there, Jared, earlier. We'll go on. We'll hear keep an eye on the 4 as they try to chase down 12.
But yeah, this second group that we've been watching caught up to Dave Medina. See what can start brewing here. Joe Volpes. Seeing Medina win every Sunday morning in Bonfire, he's going to have the chance to pass him here. So I don't think there's something right with that 9 car. I think they've got a mixed tire set or something.
We'll have to keep an eye on it. I honestly think everyone else is they're running hard right now. I think that something's in the air there as the 4 gets super close to the outside wall.
Well, you got the David data, Kevin. So what's your data telling you for the 5-lap average?
He is off the pace quite a bit, but he's pretty even though with some other guys that like to run long. Mitch Diamond, I know he's a good tire saver, and I just think these guys up front might be burning up some of their stuff.
Well, right now he's only 2 seconds off from the leader, so that's going to be a hill to climb if he's going to try and come back and win this race. Needs to try and get back up near the wall on the straightaways. He's losing a lot of speed there, being stuck down on the bottom lane.
Let's check in with our leaders real quick. We got Jackson Anderson back out front. It's key for him, though. It's going to be able to manage those tires, Jared. He was doing the same thing last pit stint out front, running fast, and he just dropped like a brick. So he's going to have to do a better job of managing those tires. And then the Running in P2 right now, we got Matt Fleming in that 88 Chevy Camaro. P3 is going to be Kyle Lanot, 988. And that 25 Folgers car, that's a lap down car. I believe that's a Cantrell. He just might be a little dyslexic and put his numbers on backwards. But the 25 is the 52. That's what I'm being told. Looks like we have 3 cars off the lead lap, only a lap down, and then Offlinger is retired. He shut that car down at lap 74, it looks like. And Ryan trying to make the pass on Mitch.
Yeah, trying to look to the inside there. He's still following in that dirty wake of the number 65 car. He's got to try and find some clean air to use.
All right, I just saw David's 5-lap average turn green. Just saying, we'll see what he can do.
Well, I believe they're going to have to make another pit stop here in roughly 9 laps anyways. Not sure why you would want to try and save a little bit of fuel just to go longer.
You're right.
This track can burn up tires pretty good, so
That's true.
you don't want to be too far. You don't want to stay out too long, or else you'll fall behind there in this last run of the race.
You only need one more pit stop, though, to complete this race. Is that what we're saying there, Jared?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. You're thinking the window will open up in about 9 laps?
Yeah, roughly lap 90 is when I start seeing a majority of these drivers coming in. It could be a little bit later with the extra caution lap.
Very good, very good.
But I think if you can undercut some of the guys in front of you, it could play into your favor. Most of these guys are running almost a second off their best lap, so... for a guy like Dave Medina getting 1 second to the guys in front, that would put him up in 3rd place, roughly. Maybe even 4th. With only the drivers in front having a 1 lap fresher tire advantage than him.
Yeah,
But we're
Anderson
starting to
doing a
see-
great job. Held it on to it.
Yeah, but I see it. I'm looking at that time. That time's dropping down between him and Fleming. Last time he lost about a 10th. They're about equal that last lap.
Yeah, it looks like on our timing chart here over the head-to-head, that first sector, he has them by just a little bit of a gap there. Looks like 1/10. Nope, even less than that. They're running, like you said, Jared, just about the same pace right now.
Dave Medina, I think he's going to try and start battling back. He's, I believe, on the inside of Andrew Bolander, or at least looking. So the pace is back in that 9 car. They settled everything out. Little crew chief magic, probably. Put him back up in this fight. He's in the top 5 and wants more.
Andrew doing a great job of battling, though, keeping his position. That lead up front has now grown to over a second over Fleming, as Fleming did a great job eating into that time, but Anderson doing a better job of pulling back away.
Talking to the lap down cars. but with Andrew Bolander and Medina fighting it out, they're still both of them are gaining up on the 989 or the 98 or is it 898?
988.
988. Well, I'll get it right one of these days. He's only the same number in every league that he's in.
I was gonna say that's the one I know pretty much by heart there. But yeah, I mean Jackson's probably hoping that he can't get to that pit window soon enough here to change out. But he was doing a good job. He's losing time now in the sector 2 though. It looks like to Matthew, as Matthew's gonna by 0.2 of a second there he lost. All right, Jared. Looks like Senior's up to P3 now. Looks like he's edging them out in the last 5 laps. He is moving up each lap on that grid a little bit faster each time. But like you said, Jared, he needs to do as much damage as he can into this lead before pit stops.
Slower car, the number 20 of Chad Putinbaugh.
Oh, he's going back on the track. Going all the way to the high line. Oh, my. Keep an eye on this number 20 of the Putinbaugh. Oh, it's the wall hard. Holds on to it. Erwin's looking for cover as the 20 is a one-man homing missile.
Piling hot, Mitch Diamond, Robert Hissong down on pit road. Matthew Fleming's coming in this time. See what Dave Medina does. He's going to try and stay out.
Oh, Joseph into the inside of the pit barrier wall. Came in way too hot. Here's David on the back stretch.
Jackson staying out. Medina also following with him.
Am I seeing this right, though, Jared? Jackson has over a 4-second lead?
Yeah, 4.5.
Man. I did not think it was that big a lead when we last left them.
Half a straightaway is what separates first and second right now.
Yeah, and you can
of course,
see
that's not fully accurate due to the pit cycles.
Yeah, Jackson's going to make that lead even taller as you can see that first sector, he's in the green. And the second sector is also looking a lot better too as he continues to pull away from Medina. Oh, Jackson in the pit lane. Gotta make this stop count. He's on the binders hard, gets that car slowed down as he makes his way down pit lane. That's going to leave David Medina Sr. as the leader now as he keeps putting down laps here. Gonna see what his strategy ends up being. Taking a look at the number 4 here, is battling it with Lamphere. As Lamphere's going to make that pass on the 4. Oh, Lamphere calls it out late and brings it down low. As he gets it down on the binders, gets it woed down the pit lane, as that's going to leave Andrew Bolander in a precarious situation, but was able to manage that and keep the car on the track. No incident there, but a little bit of a close call.
Four coming down pit road. David Medina gonna stay out. No, he's gonna bring it down. Don't wreck it, David. You were sideways there on the apron. We'll see where this puts Medina when he comes out.
All right, so Fleming would be our first one. First one on new tires, correct?
Yeah. Or one of the first. I think Mitch Diamond was actually the first on lap 89 with a couple of others, Kyle and not. But Dave Medina coming out pit road right now. He's about 5 seconds behind the podium. But he's also going to have a lot more fresh, by a huge mile, some fresher tires over the guys in front of him. He just got to make sure he doesn't burn those up with 24 to go.
Yeah, so I guess that's where the strategy comes in play, right, Jared? He's thinking it's going to stay green and manage those tires. Maybe he can eat into that 5-second gap. Maybe some of these other guys burning up their stuff, but only time will tell. He needs a green flag, right, Jared? He doesn't want to see no cautions, or does he?
No, we don't want to see any more yellows. That would not, well, it would stack the field up and he'd have the biggest advantage with fresh tires, but I think they might have some fresh sets left. I don't know how many tire sets they have. I can take a quick look just to make sure.
Right, Jared, because if it does, yellow does come out and he doesn't have the track position he might want, and then it kind of resets the whole field again with fresh tires and kind of takes away that maybe that strategy you were planning out.
Yeah, I think they might be out of tire sets right now because they have the ones they started with and they've done 3 pit stops. So I think they might not have any tires left.
All right, Anderson just put down the fastest lap of the day. Anderson sure does a lot of talking out there on the track, Jared, asking a lot of favors.
Well, you know what the saying is, it's not what you ask of your country, but what your country asks of you.
Sounded like you just said ass a lot to me, Jared, but back to this 83 asking for permission to pass cars. Oh, so 02 gets back on the back bumper of the 83. Oh, I thought there was going to be some shenanigans there. All right, 101 laps down in the books, Jared. We got, I think, 20 laps left. I did write it down here. Yes, 120 lap race. 101 minus 120. That gives us 19 laps here. Take a look at Fleming coming around turn 3 and 4. There's Fleming. Look, he is losing time to Jackson Anderson. That's 1/10 of a second there in both sectors. As you look at that head-to-head graph, if it's in the red, that means he's losing time to the car below him. Now 2/10. It was just a terrible view for my viewers. Sorry about that.
No, I just really wanted to see the paint on the pit road wall there.
It's a beautiful color of aqua teal. It almost matches your eyes, Jared.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that's an accurate statement because my eyes are brown.
All right, 13 a lap here. Trying to make a move on Mitch Diamond. All right, so the upper 2 bars is the delta basically between Mitch Diamond and Michael, and then the lower set of bars is your delta between him and the other car. So like I said, just gives you an idea of how each car is running in each sector. Each sector is divided by half the track, so just something to keep in mind as you're watching our broadcast. And we are on last 5 lap average on the right hand side. As you can see, Anderson now really picking up the speed, and you can see Matthew Fleming time starting to drop just a little bit.
Yeah, Matthew Fleming lost 1/10 of a second that last time, which in the Delta, I would say he would be fine as long as he doesn't lose any more tenths. If he just stays a tenth slower, he still has this in the bag mathematically.
It's just how bad is that tire fall off going to be, Jared, and how well can he manage it? This is going to be a close one, Jared. as he is running faster or at even with Jackson, like you said, if he can hang on to it. But we'll see if Jackson, if he hasn't ate up his stuff and able to catch up also. But you can see there, Jackson, he's running faster than Matthew and Kyle Lynott at the time. So Jackson seems to be the man poised for maybe a comeback. He's got 14 laps to make it happen.
Well, right now, I don't see Dave Medina setting the world on fire with his lap time, so he's about 10 seconds behind. That's a huge gap, that huge hill that he would have to climb, and I don't think our favorite bonfire member here, sorry to say that to Joe and Kyle.
He was running 4/10 of a second faster than Kyle, but Kyle's, like you said, Jared, he's out to a 3.5 second lead over David. So David needs something to happen big to be able to catch back up. But let's go check back on Anderson and see where he's standing up right now. Okay, he's brought that time down to 1.5, so just over those couple laps, he went from 1.9 to 1.5. Jared, I think he might be able to do it. I mean, maybe. We'll see. We'll have to keep an eye on it. This is exciting as he tries to chase down Fleming in that 88.
Yeah, lost 2/10 that last lap. That'd be my first sign of things aren't going well, is when they start catching more tenths on you.
Yeah, we're looking at the back bumper. Matthew Fleming's number 88 Chevy Camaro, and that Anderson number 83 car starting to get bigger and bigger in his rear view mirror. He's got 11 laps to hang on to it, Jared. 11 laps to seize his first victory of the year on race number 3 here at our Miami Speedway at Homestead.
Yeah, right now projected Jackson Anderson could beat Matthew Fleming by 1/10 of a second. But he's catching him even more now as the gap's now down to 3/4 of a second. So that was a huge bump in the road for Matthew Fleming. Dave Medina also catching up slowly to Kyle Lynott. But right now, I want to pay attention to this battle for the lead. It's one thing to catch up to him, you still got to pass him. Matthew Fleming trying to run that top lane, try and get some momentum off the corner. Don't think it's enough. He's going to have to go where this 83 is, put some dirty air on that nose, do some defensive driving.
Changes his up, changes his line. He's running that high line, Jared. Now brings it down low, trying to make that dirty wake. But
he's loose. He's loose.
Oh, and that's going to seal the deal for the 80 of Jackson Anderson. He just got too much into that gas pedal, Jared, trying to hold on to that lead and overdrove that car, loses control, and opens the door for the 83 with only 7 laps here remaining in this race. That's a heartbreaker.
Well, I guess now we can go to Kyle Lynott and Dave Medina as they're the next closest battle on track. 3/10 separating them for that podium spot. Dave Medina shoots down to the bottom, see if he can try and get a run here on the 988. He's side by side down the front straightaway. David's going to throw a slide job in there.
David does a great job making that pass happen. He takes over. Looks like Joseph Volpus maybe, Jared, our next closest battle here on track.
Yeah, between Robert Hissong and I believe Andrew Bolander and Mitch Diamond are close together too, so it's going to be this four-way.
Hey now. Jared, you ever had any good four-ways?
I can't
track?
say I have.
On track, that is?
No, I can't say I have.
Okay.
I've had a good threesome between Justin Malarkey, myself, and Jason Landry.
Oh, hey now.
Luckily, I came out on top of that one.
All right, the 4 is got the inside door of Robert is saying this is a battle for P7. Jared, you keep an eye on those. Yeah, it looks like those other times. Looks like everyone's kind of settled up front. I don't think there's gonna be any big movers and shakers.
Oh, I think I heard. Oh no, it was Mitch Diamond. He got loose. I thought he was spinning. Luckily, he keeps it under control.
He did, yeah, he did get loose, but he said, Jared, he's able to hold on to that car. Joseph needs to hold off these cars. He's trying to hold on to P6 right now. Oh, as Robert and Andrew are battling out for P7. 3 laps to go here. Side by side, these guys are battling out P7. Robert is saying, trying that outside line. They're trying to also catch Joseph, but battling out side by side. Andrew's got the lead here, but Robert's gonna be able to battle back maybe on this next exit. 2 laps remaining here. Andrew's a little bit faster. He slides up in front of Robert, gonna lock that P6, P7 in charge. I'm not sure if he's got time to get anything else, but Robert's gonna give it his all to get back underneath the 4.
Oh, the 4 up in the fence.
Oh, the 4 had it. He's gonna lose that position back to the 8. The 8 cuts his nose off down the backstretch entering turn 3. One more time around as they hit the white flag.
Four's got 2 more chances at it. He's got to run that top line again. He's going to make sure he doesn't get in the fence this time. He's going to get a huge run out of the corner. One more shot through 3 and 4. Jackson Anderson across the start-finish line, but it's this battle for P7. Can Andrew Bolander generate the run? Did he get side by side? It's all or nothing here. Can he dive down low? He doesn't get it. It's Robert Hissong for that 7th spot. Andrew Bolander coming in 8th. Mitch Diamond 9th. And Kevin Bullock in 10th.
Jared, great job calling that out, Jared. Sorry to the leaders for not covering you going across the start-finish line, but you guys are just honestly boring. So we went to something exciting. Oh, there's extras out of the O2 of Robert Babcock out in the street. He was trying to recharge that Duracell O2 car and got T-boned. Oh, the crew is not going to like that damage at the end of the race, but let's take a look here at our leader of Jackson Anderson. Oh, Jackson Anderson's already off the track.
No, he's through
there
3
he
and
is.
4 right now.
Okay, 3 and 4. All right. Congratulations.
I think he's doing a victory lap. 2 cool down laps.
Very nice there. Congratulations to Jackson Anderson. It's like he knew where my camera was on the front stretch.
doing a little cheater burnout.
Oh, the 25 almost T-bones him on that high line. Jared, I like this camera view for this. This is a good little spot. Worked out good. Nice looking paint job there by 83. Congratulations to him. He's gonna get his first win of the season from Jackson Anderson. Congratulations to him. Matthew Fleming is gonna pick up a second position there. Matthew.
D-bone.
He got him. The Folgers Cup coffee car was very disgruntled. But great race here on a Friday night. Glad you guys had me and Jared here for you tonight. It's a pleasure for us to bring you guys this race. Let's just go down the list here, Jared. I want to go with the Anderson picking up the win, of course. Matthew Fleming going to be picking up P2. David Medina Sr. is going to end up with a top 3. Great job of him rebounding. Kyle Knott's going to have the 4th place finish. Michael Lamphere is going to have 5th. Joseph Volpis is going to pick up P6. Robert Hissong going to be P7. Andrew Bolander got P8. Mitch Diamond's going to pick up a P9. Kevin Bullock's going to have a top 10. Great job from him. He rebounded after a couple. I saw him getting loose a little bit. Ed Ryan's going to be P11. Dennis Sandsman's going to be P12. Brandon Shelton's P13. Babcock, P14. Lane, what's Lane's first name, Jared? You see it?
Steve Lane.
Steve Lane. Going to be P15. Cantrell, P50, P16. And then Pertebra, P17. Matt Oppinger had that bad wreck, lost the front end. It's going to be 18. And David Owens, heard he might have had a hot date. He is going to be P19. He just looked like he gritted and left. But congratulations to the winner night of Anderson. Great race. We only had that one stage caution, right, Jared? Is that it?
One stage caution that got extended.
Okay, well, we're going to have to go back and review that extension. Just kidding, but great job by everybody here tonight. Me and Jared, before we sign out, Jared, you got anything you want to add or anything to plug before we get on out of here?
Yeah, just good luck to all the guys running in the Daytona 24 this weekend. Stay safe out there from those faster cars, or if you are the faster car, don't run over us little guys in the GT3s. We're trying our best, okay? Don't flash your lights. We need a C2. But, yeah, thanks to all of our sponsors for the Cavalcade, FarmersOnly.com and IHOP.
Yep,
and also the blimp driver. We like our FarmersOnly.com blimp, so... But yeah, make sure you guys like the video. It helps us out a lot and lets us know that you really like us broadcasting these races.
Yeah, Jared, well said. And Jared, you will be streaming with one of the streamers streaming the 24. So if anyone wants to check that out, check out Jared Kelly's YouTube page. I think it's your name, right, Jared, on YouTube?
I believe so. Just Jared Kelly, and I think it's a picture of my dirt car.
Yeah, the one and only. There's only one Jared Kelly, so you can't miss him.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
And then Sunday mornings, we're gonna have Bonfire Racing League, so come out and join us. It's the first race of the season. The race starts 8:50 in the morning. I think practice starts, and we're gonna be at Kentucky, if I believe so. So it's our first season opener. Come join us. Come check it out. Bonfire Racing League. That's Sunday mornings. And then me and Jared also do the replays of that after the race. And then, and then Friday Night Beer League. Monday night, check out MRL Broadcasting. That's Joseph Vulpis' channel and his crew. That's on, is it Mayhem Racing? MRLTV.com or Twitch. Check them out. And we appreciate everyone watching. Everyone have a great night. And we hand it off to Max Speed TV for the next race. For next Friday, me and Jared are out of here. And maybe you'll see us out on track. But till next time, everyone have a great night. God bless and take care. And we'll see you on the next one.